Can anyone tell me what is the significance of this date other than it being today? Shayna?
It's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day. Good observation. Valentine's Day is a day for lovers young and old. It's a holiday mainly created by the card companies, and that's where all the hype comes from. But for the most part, we need to celebrate love and each other. I don't have a girlfriend. However, I do just fine for myself. I find enough fun for myself, and I do well. But love, what is love? I like to think that love is emotion. I think you guys can most relate to the sense of emotion through prom. Prom is emotion. And there's something plaguing all the guys out there. I see all the guys out in this crowd, and I see that you're all worried about something. And I think I know what that is. And that is asking a girl to prom. So I'm here to take those worries away, to wash them away, so to speak. I'm going to show you it's not as hard as you might think. Some might ask, Thomas, you're not very socially graceful. You may know every capital of every country in the world, but how do you know how to ask a girl to prom? And that is a valid question. I just need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to show my creativity to everyone in this classroom. So I have created a method for every guy in here to follow. A method I like to call the 5 C's. It is a method created solely by myself. I did not get this off the internet, as some might think. It's pretty good, I won't lie to you. The first C, so to speak, is creativity. And I will show a video with this.
Thank God. Dead space. Dead space. Oh.
Speakers.
Stop time. Stop time. They're one of the shakers. Dirty. She said no.
She said yes, just so you know. I watched the whole thing. Makes me feel happy every time I watch it. I'm not musically adept, as some of you may know. I can't play the guitar like my friend Eric Dale. But it's not all about the music or the swooning, so to speak. It's just about the creativity. You need to think about how you're doing, how you're going to do the asking. You know, the average girl spends $250 on a prom dress. I think it's the least she deserves. And my next C is kind of funky. I call it crops. I'm talking about flowers, but also not just flowers.
Crops.
Not just flowers, but crops. Certain crops. when you approach the woman that you fancy, you need something to take her mind off of the question you're about to ask her. If you can distract her with flowers or chocolate, or maybe even dressing up like this bow tie here, you could throw this on, but I'm not going to. Whatever you can do to distract her and maybe possibly make her say yes, give yourself a better chance for her to say yes. That is exactly what you're looking for. And it's funny because some of you thought I was doing how to tie a bow tie, but I'm not anymore. My next C is a rather funny word, and it is countenance. I mean countenance through body language, not just the facial countenance as some of you have come to know. You need to be confident, but not only that, but people need to see it through your body language. You can't be slouching over and you can't just look sad on your face. You need to look engaged. You need to look the young lady in the eye and say to her how much you care about her, and maybe gaze right in. Maybe in the end you could kneel or do something clever with your body position. Another thing to distract her from the question you're about to ask her, if she may be thinking of saying no, of course. And maybe just treat it like a marriage proposal. Why not? You know? Just anything to get the odds on your side. Cruelty. No, anyway.
That's what they say.
As you can see, he has his hands out like he's begging. And he has good facial. Well, he's not quite looking in her eyes. I'm assuming she'd be up here somewhere. But he has a look on his face that begs the question. And this guy also has great kneeling form. You can see his left leg is perpendicular and to the ground, and his knee forms a right angle. That's what you're usually looking for in the kneeling position. On to our next topic, which is cruelty. Some of you may be asking, Thomas, I don't quite understand. But, as all of us know, girls can be somewhat cruel. They've been known in the past to say no to such questions as, will you marry me, or even will you go to prom with me? They have been known to say no. So my idea is to be a little cruel back. If you know someone is going to prom with you and it's been known for quite some time, I think you should milk it a little bit. Maybe pry a little bit. I remember last year, Patrick, he took in an AP video session, I believe, he had a note that he gave to Anna Madrigal, and she thought it was a prom note, but he decorated it like it was a prom note. But instead it just asked for the reading, so she got really
That's good stuff.
A good example of being cruel and keeping her on your side until the moment when you finally decide to ask her. The final C, the fifth C, is confidence. I believe it's the most important C of them all. If you're not confident, if you don't go into the question like you mean it, like you think you're going to get the answer that you want, why would you even go into it? Go into the question. Why would you even ask her? And there's no such thing as overconfident. But for some guys, this is the hardest. It's hard to be cocky in some words. It's hard to know what you want. And it's hard to display that to another person. And I once heard Eric Dale say, upon me asking why he wasn't going to prom, he said, let's be serious, prom is the worst. Well, there's a bit of truth in that statement. because, you know, some of the awkward moments in prom can't be escaped, and we all know they're going to be there at some point. However, I stand up here with a dilemma. I haven't asked a girl to prom. I mean, when am I going to do that? I don't know.
Never.
Well, maybe never. Never. I might not even go this year. I'm not sure. But I believe one criteria of the speech, of the demonstration speech, is to give an example. So I would need an example here. But the thing is, I'm very selective. This girl, she'd have to be cool and smart, maybe even funny, and maybe even pretty. I don't know. But most of all, I think it has to be someone I enjoy being around. Is there anyone in this classroom that displays those aforementioned qualities? No, not Shannon. Eric, you're not a woman. No, Pat. Emily, you want to come up here for a second?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Oh.
Where would you like me to stand?
Please. So remembering the aforementioned qualities. We have to stay creative. I assume this is pretty creative. I'm not really sure. Here are the crops, of course. I have the crops with me. I guess I've been a little cruel, so that's always fun. And I'm a little, and my countenance hopefully is showing my idea of what I'm trying to do here. And I'm also confident with what I'm attempting to do, right? And remembering our kneeling pose, we have to, it's perpendicular to, in the right angle to the ground. Yeah. You look her in the eye and you ask her, Emily Jo Alcott, will you go to prom with me?
Yay! She said yes.
She said yes.
She did. Woo! Kiss. 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 Kiss.
Oh, okay.
No, unfortunately, I still have to finish this speech. But Valentine's Day, it brings a certain atmosphere, an atmosphere of fun and an atmosphere of love, of course. It makes you do weird things for weird people. But I want you guys to get out there. I don't want you guys to hold back by any means. And hopefully, I made some of your Valentine's Day better, probably some more than others.
Tone. Tone.